When we look at risk as far as opening a new practice, there's always anxiety, there's always risk. As confident as you feel, as good as you know, you've trained your therapist, like you're going into a much more competitive environment. There's always some self-doubt. When we started talking about expanding this practice, I knew what I had been through before trying to start the Corryville practice, trying to get it up and running, but that was scary. Like, did I want to go through another year of struggle where we were kind of sitting there for a while before patients came in? We had breaks in patients, those type of things.
It was a very tedious and slow process of filling my schedule with patients. The old-fashioned way of essentially just a couple visits a week and slowly building that up to 20, 40, 60, 80, and eventually 100 patient visits a week. And that probably took at least a year for me to hit 100 patient visits a week when we did it without Breakthrough.
I went to Chad and Breakthrough Systems, and I said, how can we up our game? And basically they laid it out for us. I went through the killer marketing course. We put a couple of our employees through it.
We got guided on business principles. We got guided on how to hire DPTs, how to hire the right DPTs. Just a general overall how to run your business efficiently.
I really never thought about expanding the practice, but then Tim came along and he wanted his own practice, and so we said, okay, let's do this. But we were moving into a much more competitive market.
We probably looked for at least a year and a half for a building in this area. We put a couple bids in, those type of things, just didn't work out. Finally, one came up. We were supposed to start in September, and then it got pushed back to October. So once we got the permits back, maybe 8 to 10 weeks from the date we got the permit, which put us right at Christmas time to start this practice. And I was like, there's no way, like, it's doomed to fail. And then I thought, like, why not? Like, what a great story that's gonna make. Like, it's our slowest time of year. We get so many cancellations, people have things to do. Like, what a great story it's gonna be to say that we had a successful practice and we opened a week before Christmas. When we talk about marketing for our new clinic and we look at what we tried to do coming up to it, it was a situation where we're moving into a very competitive market, and we hadn't been doing a lot of marketing overall. We had been doing our workshops, those type of things, but we had never done a GPE before. So it was our first shot at this.
When we were discussing goals for opening the new clinic, one of them was to have 100 patient visits in 5 weeks.
When I first ran the projections in the business plan, I was expecting to, by 6 months, hit 100 patient visits a week. Now, when we started implementing these marketing strategies, I was expecting it to definitely hit quicker, but probably not to the extent that which we did.
Prior to our doors opening, we tried to send out the first GPE mailing 6 weeks before the opening date. But I mean, we even got a late start on it. Our printer was backed up and we didn't get it out probably 4 weeks before it started. And within 2 days, we probably had 15 people sign up and call. And then by the end of the week, we had 40. And I was like, oh my gosh.
We'd been working on talking to patients and saying, hey, we have a new clinic, this might be closer for you. And we were getting yes all over. And then with the free screens, we didn't even have room to schedule our own patients that we're currently seeing now till later in the week.
The GPE was a system that Breakthrough gave to us, and they gave us sample emails and sample hard mails to send out, and kind of dates on when to send the videos out and things like that. We used the GPE promotion campaign to get our new clinic up and running, And it really enabled us to hit that 61 free screens this week and bump to our goal of 100 patient visits. And we actually went past our goal of 100 patient visits this week. So it just made it really easy to hit our caseload goals, and that was awesome.
We had 118 patient visits scheduled between Tim and I was just up here helping out with the free screens. So, I mean, he literally had a full schedule day one. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Like, the results that we had this week, the amount of direct access patients that we brought into the clinic, tapping into our past patient list, not having to rely on physician referrals. It was amazing. Like, literally, we went from 0 patients to 100 visits in a 6-week campaign. For me as a business owner to have that, like, now it's a no-brainer. I didn't realize it before, but now the next one's a no-brainer. It's easy from here on out.
When I drive to work, like, I don't think about the fact that I don't have patients in the clinic. I don't have issues with marketing. Basically, when I drive to the clinic, I try to think about the things that I need to do today to elevate my staff and elevate my patients' lives. And essentially what it's done is it's allowed me the opportunity to go out and delve into different parts of my life. I still get to treat and do the things that I love and work on our manual skills every day and try to experiment with those things. But now I have 3 days a week where I can work on courses, I can spend time with my family, I can go see my daughter or son. Breakthrough Systems has allowed us to fill our schedules so that I can hire more staff, and then I can step back a little bit and work on the other things in my life, my second career that I've always aspired to do.